Next is Mr. Phil Jalowiec from the Adjunct Faculty Association.
Good evening, President Burke, members of the Governing Board, Chancellor Glasper, members of CEC, and our many, many guests this evening. I'd like to take a moment to introduce you to our Vice President-elects. We have Karen Seda from Estrella Mountain and Sarah McLean from Gateway. We also have our heir apparent President-elect Alicia Hand, who's from Phoenix College. So we're very happy to have them coming on board. It is important that I begin my comments this evening by first acknowledging the progress on adjunct faculty issues that has been made over the last 2 years. We appreciate the support offered by Chancellor Glasper, Executive Vice Chancellor Harper-Marinick, and the efforts of Vice Chancellor Jackson and the Human Resources staff members. I personally want to thank you all for your patience with our persistence and, on occasion, annoying, determined advocacy for adjunct faculty issues. In the context of the question, when is an adjunct faculty an employee, we have compiled and published and updated a district-wide adjunct faculty employee handbook. We've addressed indemnity issues, employment status issues, and made some nice adjustments to our tuition waiver policies, among many others. We even found our way through some pretty difficult issues dealing with adjunct faculty load, policies, processes, and practice. Secondly, I want to acknowledge and, more importantly, share the adjunct faculty's full support for the focus on student success and the completion agenda, and the strategic choices that the leadership of the district and each of the colleges are making to ensure continue to focus on real results that benefit students. One particular strategic choice that is very exciting for a significant portion of adjunct faculty is that of increasing the ratio of residential faculty to adjunct faculty. Over 40%, that's about 2,000 or so, adjunct faculty have a primary interest in a full-time instructional opportunity. And the Adjunct Faculty Association is sponsoring a series of workshops and putting together a set of resources to help interested adjunct faculty be prepared to effectively compete for these positions as they come open. We know they're relatively rare, and we want to be there when they do come about. While we are aware that the challenge that the district has taken on is large, and we appreciate that the bold steps being taken to set a new course for this enterprise is testing our capacity for change, it is still our obligation to bring forward and highlight substantial issues with a frequency that is a reflection of their importance to adjunct faculty. The adjunct faculty employee experience, for the most part, is in the hands of the department chair and their designees. The current system is governed more by RFP and college plans than policy changes. Even when there are policy changes, the procedures and practices do not change for a significant portion of adjunct faculty. We have an adjunct faculty supervisory architecture through which 200 different organizations, each with their own hiring process, practices, and procedures, oversee 6,000 adjunct faculty. This system is more akin to feudal systems from the days of yore than a system in which accountability and metrics are part of effectively applying our human resources. One problematic aspect of this system is that adjunct faculty have to apply to 10 different departments to be considered for hire because the online system is optional. Though the processes and practices necessary to ensure equal opportunity employment may not technically apply to part-time faculty. Maricopa values like diversity, hiring the best, and valuing our human resources should apply to adjunct faculty, not just to mitigate attendant risk management issues, but because it is part of our commitment to these values. We understand that we risk insulting department chairs by bringing up these issues. However, while some may attribute these issues to personality differences, we feel that there is opportunity for improvement here, that these issues are related more to lack of understanding of responsibilities, to preparation for the role, and highly variable processes and practices. We are also aware of the challenge our friends in the Faculty Association face in achieving traction amongst their constituents on these issues. But enhancing the department chair system is part and parcel to faculty stepping up their contribution to meeting the challenges of student success and the completion agenda. We simply ask that the multi-year process of evolution for the adjunct faculty supervisory system begin sooner rather than later, and that adjunct faculty be afforded the opportunity to contribute their perspectives on the issues. Dr. Glasper, Dr. Maria Harper-Marinick, and all the college presidents frequently and sincerely express how much adjunct faculty are valued. But these messages are for naught when value is not part of the communication, hiring, assessment notice, support, and in some cases, quite frankly, basic professional courtesy that is a significant portion of adjunct faculty experience. Therefore, change is essential. The district has engaged over 800 new adjunct faculty this year. The challenge of effectively incorporating this many new employees would be daunting in any organization, let alone one in which the employee must be immediately effective in ensuring student success. Do they know the role they play in student success in the completion agenda from a Maricopa perspective? Do they understand the criticality of engagement in the first 3 or 4 weeks and how to achieve that? Do they know the importance of student feedback? Assess early and assess often. Are they prepared to provide the guidance to resources for their students? Do they know our systems of referral, tutoring, and discipline processes? Do they know the resources available to them to help them be successful? Are they prepared to provide timely grades within our latest learning management system? Are they aware the basis upon which they're going to be evaluated? These questions are just part of department chair supervisory responsibilities. The seamless student experience is critical to making our objectives and achieving student success. And we think it is also time for a seamless adjunct faculty experience. Thank you.
I have a question. Can you tell me about your election, how that process works?
Oh, you mean for our board?
Yes.
Basically, we do open solicitations amongst 6,000 adjunct faculty. To be elected for the board, you have to be a member of the association of now about 1,400 or so. We basically solicit these nominations. At the last meeting, we had 4 presenters for a vice president, 2 for president, and the board selects amongst those presenters.
So the president-elect is when the 2 people are solicit the name?
No, actually, the president for president, we actually had a decision for the 2 presenters as none of the above. We are actually moving forward with one of our vice presidents for the role of president.
And who elects?
The board.
Just the board?
The board of our 501c3.
But the adjunct doesn't vote for it?
The adjuncts at large do not vote for the officers of the organization. That's correct.
And were you one of the votes that you didn't want any of the above?
Don't think I'm obliged to answer that question.
And how much is that position paid?
The district, when the district engages the adjunct faculty for these roles, depending on the allocation of responsibilities, there are about 30 load hour equivalents for the officers of the organization, and that's allocated based on what level those people are engaging in. And over time, it's been balanced. There's been more for one position or the other.
Thank you.
Okay, any additional questions? Sure.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell you, this is what I've been waiting and wanting to hear for about 4 years now, so thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Jalowiec, the board appreciates the adjunct faculty's commitment to professional concerns, for your commitment to professional growth, and for your commitment to teaching. We appreciate your work very much.